Hello and namaste. It's Jewel from Goddess Creative. As I sit here on my mat, going through talking to Spirit, done some meditation this morning. I'm going through the Digital Assets Guide again. I'm reading now until third quarter 2024, so the 30th of September. I'm doing this because I didn't check it properly the first time. I didn't check that column in depth in the month of February because I rushed to get it out, because I checked thoroughly the end of this year and first quarter 2025 and 2026, so people would know what to be in. Now I'm looking at to the 30th of September 2024, because there is, there was at least 11, maybe, I don't know how many exactly, but 11, 12, 13 or whatever, altcoins that had already hit in my timeline of to the 30th of September, which is third quarter 2024. The prices had already hit and gone past for many alts. So that's why I'm checking that right now. For those of you who ordered the $12 update to the Digital Assets Guide, because you'd already pre-purchased it before last year, you will get this latest update of checking first to third quarter 2024 free, only if you've purchased the $12 update. So I'll send that out to you for free. I'm getting on now, not to send you that information, I'm getting on now to help share with you the knowledge that I gain, because I gain so much knowledge through constant communication with Spirit, divination, and trying to work out what's happening in the unfolding of digital assets, cryptocurrency market in the coming months, the next few years. I want to say that I do agree with Cliff High. So I just recently was brought to my attention that I have followed Cliff High for years, but just recently I was brought to some of the latest callings of last month of his predictions regarding the altcoins and how many of them will fade away in this particular, after this run and all that, in the timing of soon. So I would like to say that I agree with that. I've been stating this for a while, that many altcoins will fall away in this runtime, after this runtime. So I'm also getting the same thing. And because I read so many, I know which ones will fade away. They won't all fade away. I'm getting more of a timeline of 2026, to be honest. But many will go sideways. So that is where my readings are, looking at the ones that will still hit a nice high in the timeline of 2026. Some won't. Therein lies my frustration with talking to Spirit in regards to Singularity Net, AGIX. I've been quite frustrated, I would say, with Spirit in regards to Singularity Net, because I used to own it. And my frustration lies in this opportunity that has been had. So back in 2017, 2020, I was getting really good prices for Singularity Net that I did, and this is when it was 2 cents, right? I was getting readings that, yes, it would reach $1. Today it sits around $1, right? therein lies my frustration because I constantly ask Spirit, should I be in Singularity Net? And I'm getting no. But it's getting to great runs. I held it, I owned it, but I sold it too soon. But therein lies my frustration of where Spirit wants my attention and wants me grounded in, does not want me grounded in this energy of AGIX, obviously. It's not that simple. Anyway, so I still get it. It's in my digital assets guide. It's one of the ones that reached above my predicted levels to the third quarter of 2024. So I've just updated it in the digital assets guide of what it'll get to now, and it has definitely surpassed my prediction, as I stated. I still lie in the frustration of this particular project for my own personal, because I sold out of it, because I know it's not going to be here in the longer term. So I'm still getting the same thing. It's funny the way Spirit directs your energy and is ultimately looking out for my greater good. I don't believe it's a lesson, but yeah, I was in this project, has read it for years, and back 2020 to even in 2017, I bought it then, but particularly in 2020, the predictions I was getting for it then are correct. They are exactly they're sitting at what it is today. So I know that Spirit hasn't guided me wrong, but I am frustrated in, I don't know how to say this. I'm frustrated in a human perspective of what it's got to and the fact that I sold too early. But I have to trust the guidance. And the reason why I sold too early is because Spirit's seen this project not lasting. But there you go. Interesting. Anyway, that information is in my digital assets guide. It will continue moving up, this project, but Spirit wants me to stay grounded, I believe, and also learn. This is my learning of the unfolding to be able to deliver the information. Okay, so anyway, as I read forth, there is many predicting, well, there's some predicting the collapse of the financial system. Now, we know the financial system's collapsing anyway. We do. It is without a doubt. But many are predicting the new quantum financial system. Now, there's certainly going to be something. I do get that. And I do certainly believe that there is the ISO 2022. So the 20022, I think it is. Anyway, I haven't followed it too closely, but there's projects that are XRP, that are Stellar, XLM, that are is it QTIM? There is XDC, there is IOTA. Very interesting. Some of these projects are in my digital assets guide if you're interested. These projects are certainly not failing, that's for sure, past the time of 2026. In fact, some of these projects do incredibly well in the year of 2026 because of this collapse of the system and on the unfolding into whatever you want to call it, this new quantum system. These projects do really well in the timeline of that. But one in particular, I would say, is IOTA. Okay, Stellar does very well as well. I've got XDC in my quantum. I've got all these projects, and that's the reason they're in the digital assets guide. Because of that reason, there is a change, there is an unfolding. I get much more stability in the timing of next year. In 2025, there's going to be a shakeout of many. 2025 heading towards 2026, there'll be a shakeout. It won't be as volatile any longer after the timeline of 2026. That's what I'm getting. Okay? So I do believe it's got something to do with what these projects, like I said, are pegged to, brings forth a stability, and these projects will do very well because of this ISO 20022. These projects will do very well in that timeline. So I just want to say that this is the information I'm sharing today. Interesting times indeed, interesting unfoldings. This is the shift of wealth. It really is. I repeat that. This is the shift of wealth, right? So whilst it's imperative that I leave the frustration behind of my own personal connection with Singularity Net, because as we know, it's really important not to stay in any vibration that is not of our own upliftment, as it does not serve us. And I move on and I read all the altcoins. It is a friendly reminder to not get caught up in narratives of or attachments of certain projects. Yes, it's really important. I can't stress it enough. Too many of you are, and I still see it here, many have been holding coins for a long time, or they're so attached. They're too attached to their coins, their altcoins, their projects. And it's really important not to be. It serves a purpose, and that's all that should be of utmost importance. It serves a purpose to take you from step A to step B. It is for your upliftment. I understand that you know that and you feel that these projects are for your upliftment, but to not get too personally attached to them and make them your own, they're not. So I'm still seeing that, and I'm wanting to remind people, because I talk to friends that hold projects and they're so passionate about them and they're going to conquer everything with these projects, and I'm just don't get attached, you know? Yeah, so I guess I needed to say that, because like I did say, and I do to my latest readings of what the work Cliff High has been producing, that he does say many of the altcoins will fall away. Totally agree with that. They will fall away. I am getting very much a lot more stability, finding feet in the year of next year, 2025. Stability will come forth, as greater highs will come forth to some of the projects. And this is some of the older projects too. They will come into their own in the year of 2026. They will have their greatest strength and their glory again. But it won't be until the year of 2026. But there'll be greater stability in that year, in those years to come, where they will show who they really are. But at the same time, we're not to get attached to them. They serve a purpose. So yeah, I think I really wanted to share that. For me, it's a piecing together of all of it, because that's what I do when I read them. It's a piecing together of a puzzle to help understand the progress of what these energies are doing. As I read these energies, as I read these projects' energies, what they're doing, where the stability lies, where the consistency is of these projects. And it keeps bringing forth further and further forth as I do the checks. It's the unfolding I get. And that's what I'm delivering to you. This upliftment, and it is absolute upliftment. It's upliftment to your full, hopefully, alignment, if you allow it, but you need to do the work there, but also your unfolding of the abundance. Not one without the other. Yeah. As I sit in meditation and I talk to Spirit, I get that more than 75% of the population has scattered energy. The energy is so scattered and so misdirected that their consciousness and ability to bring forth their upliftment and abundance is virtually lost. I mean, ultimately, it is the plan. It was the plan. That's the whole distraction. That's the whole learning curve. That's your whole... That's the whole idea of these manipulators that are within our matrix timeline. But it's also your own soul's growth, your own sovereignty as a conscious creator to learn and come to terms and develop your own consciousness to be able to direct and bring forth your own upliftment and abundance. I've said it many times. Coming from a grounded space of not having your energy misdirected or scattered. And I mean, I understand it's so easy, especially when you go on YouTube and you listen to so many people. The most important thing you can do is ground your own energy and come from a place of inner strength, of your own knowing, your own consciousness of intuitive knowing. So that's what I'm trying to deliver to you in my knowledge and my connection with Spirit. This is why I do the work that I do. I put out the Digital Assets Guide, and I keep seeking and searching. And I also believe it's why Spirit helps to keep me so grounded and doesn't let me go crazy in like a huge win of the altcoins. It's got to come in a way that I remain grounded, that I'm able to still uplift and serve through this financial breakdown of the old system, to be able to still deliver the information. So, yeah, that's where I'm sitting there, and I have this understanding. We have this chit-chat, Spirit and I. I get frustrated. I get like, I'm human. I get frustrated, like, but I must remain in the faith and the knowing of the upliftment that is. I know it's there, can feel it, can see it. but it's to remain grounded in that unfolding as well is really important. Yeah, and as you know, I'm reading Bitcoin more closely. So again, I will say to you, where are you directing your focus? Where are you giving the most of your consciousness to? Directing your energy, because that is where consciousness is, where attention flows. Well, consciousness and the upliftment of your consciousness is basically where you're directing your attention. And if your consciousness, like I have still, unfortunately, many beautiful friends, that their consciousness is really only directed to social media and then posting on Insta or Facebook and what they're doing, and you know, that's their consciousness. I mean, each to our own, and each to our own energetic flow, and there is no judgment in that energetic flow. They are where they're at. But they could be more. I guess that's what I'm saying. They could be so much more if they allowed, if we only allow ourselves to direct our focus more. Your consciousness can be greater, and upliftment, wisdom comes forth. Without a doubt, the wisdom comes forth through directing our consciousness and grounding our own energy. So yes, mine's not just in cryptocurrency, where yes, a lot of it is spent in that time, and it is for the reason for the upliftment of not only myself, my family, but others. Otherwise, I wouldn't get the information that I do. But there's got to be balance. There's always got to be balance, and we've all got to ask ourselves. We've all got to reflect and ask yourself, where am I directing my energy? Where is my consciousness flowing? It's interesting unfoldings indeed. Okay, I'm going to leave that there with love and appreciation to the unfolding, bringing in so much loving light and support and appreciation to my highest guides of Source Truth Wisdom always. In loving light as we show the way. Namaste.